Yo guys, what's going on? Reddit thoughts, right? Because how couldn't that be fun? I wanted to make a video going through Reddit and just seeing some of the comments, some of the posts on Reddit of what people are thinking and what are their vibes in NHL 25. Because I mean, let's have some fun with it, right? What could go possibly wrong? Going to check out what Reddit has to say about NHL. Let's dive into it. I hope you do enjoy it. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Leave in the comment section down below anything we come across, what your thoughts are on it, because I'd be curious to see. And if you do like the video, guys, make sure you throw that down below, and we'll look at doing more. Maybe we'll look at doing more in other platforms, not just Reddit, or we'll look at just doing Reddit, because there could always be a lot to be said in there. So let's check it out. I hope you do enjoy it. What does Reddit have to say? So we're going to start out here with a good one, and it's going to be Billy Bob 4444444, and he's starting out with a pretty common one, and why not start with this one, right? Let's ease into it. And Reddit starts with, please EA, give us a reason to play Rivals and not just champs. The XP path is the reason to play Rivals, and, you know, the whole marketed, you know, play the way you want, except for objectives and moments. Those are totally different. They're not play the way you want. They're play the way we want you to play. But this is something people are coming into where it's like champs gives you a player and packs, and Rivals gives you nothing, essentially, is what people are saying, even though it gives you the XP path. So let's see what some comments have to say, because that should be fun. The poster starts out with, champs has to be the sweatiest mode there is because it's the only mode that rewards you. I mean, maybe he hasn't played Wildcard. It's pretty sweaty in there, and it is a different mode of rewards. But hey, you know, rip on me for being bad, relative term, you know. To somebody, somebody's always good. To somebody, somebody's always bad. But anyway, relative term. Because I don't get the time to study the game like some people do, which is very true. You know, when the higher up you get in levels, it's what you do on the controller, not how you play the game. Which, I mean, what you do on the controller is how you play the game. We'll move past that, L2. And find some ways to score easy goals. There's lots of ways to score goals this year, but I'm sure he's referring to the 1T and aiming it. It's funny, the slogan for this year is play the way you want. I'm sure there'll be something about that in the comments. When was that ever the slogan? Well, that was the slogan this year. It just doesn't seem like it was executed upon, but play the way you want was what they were going for. That's why the XP path is what we got, not squad battle and why Rivals rewards. But I mean, so far, what do we got? We got a guy that just wants to play Rivals and have a reason to play it. And of course, the never ending, you know, too easy to score. But that's just all simplifying how we play the game. Like, making the game simpler to play is what I mean by that. And we seen it last year with the start of Total Control with the Michigan, the one button deeks, all that stuff. And now we're just drifting into it with an arcadey green 1T, which I like. I am a fan of the 1T because I enjoy scoring 1Ts. It is very overpowered though. This guy Rivals is way more sweatier than champs. It depends on what division you're in, probably. I would assume. Or if you are playing at your highest tier, which a lot of people aren't doing anymore because XP isn't really relevant, so you drop down a little bit to make it easier on yourself. So that might be why you find Rivals sweatier, is because if you're in Division 3, you're most likely playing some Division 2s that have dropped down. If you're in Division 4, you're mostly likely playing 3s that have either dropped down or been pushed down because Division 2 is in Division 3 now. Champs should be renamed to NHL cross-crease because that's all anybody does. It's boring. The cross-crease has been in the game since anyone can remember. It won't go anywhere because it's an actual NHL goal. It's an actual play that people just spam. But hey, not complaining about the 1T in that one. That's not bad. Oh, and then we got Blade down here coming in with life after Eichel. I mean, how do you not like that? I can't be the only one who, after finally grinding to get Eichel and now have him on the team, I just don't care to boot up NHL 25 anymore. You're not alone. And that's because the XP path is horrible. Absolutely horrible. You can't even redo it. And, you know, that's just a problem in and on its own. They don't want people just grinding endlessly and getting ahead of the casual player. But, yeah, you're not alone on that one. I've been done Eichel for about a month now. We'll say proud of it. Flex, maybe? I don't know. I'm sure you'll let me know. But the whole XP path to Eichel was boring and felt like a job. I disagree with that one. The Eichel XP path, I felt like I've played less hockey than I've ever have. And in terms of, like, I haven't had to play 72 games a week to get my champs, Rivals, and squad battles done every week. So I feel like I've played less. and it's less of a job. The one thing that feels like a job is moments and objectives because they have timers on them. But the XP path, I haven't had a problem with that at all. Not like a video game. Supposed to be fun. The rewards were awful and didn't really keep you wanting to play. You just had to play if you wanted to get Eichel. Yes. Play the way you want. Play for what you want. Yes. If you didn't want Eichel, don't play for Eichel. This brings me back to like people saying they're not buying packs because they don't like the game. If you don't like the game, don't play the game. If you don't like the game, don't get the game. The only way you can make people know you don't like the game is to stop playing the game. That's the only way. If you're sitting here saying that I dislike the Eichel and I don't want him, but I'm going to play for it to get him, you're only showing the people that put Eichel in the XP path that they did a good job because you're going out to get him. Does that make sense? Unfortunately, my hopes aren't high for season 2. No, because everybody played season 1, a lot of it, and got Eichel, so they think that it's a good thing, and they think that they hit it hard. So again, you reward them by grinding out their game and getting the rewards for it. They're going to think they're doing a good job. You're going to keep getting it. The only thing we can hope is that they take everything below 75 out of the packs and bring up 75 pluses, and that's it. And rearrange some stuff so we can get arenas, jerseys, coaches, logos. But if you keep playing the game endless hours and you don't enjoy it, you're encouraging what you're not enjoying. I enjoy the game. I'm enjoying the slow progression, so I'm playing it. But if you're playing it and you don't like it, you're only encouraging that behavior. And just like this guy says here, apart from finishing my last 10 games in the weekly packs, which, by the way, weekly competitive packs are the best packs in the game. If you can get your 30 wins in either Rivals, Champs, or Semi-Pro, it is a very good way to go because you get a nice stack of coins and you get packs that could maybe get you a big pull. He says, I'm taking a break from until season 2 starts. Even then, I don't think I'm going to go as hard as I did in season 1. That'll just be dependent on the player, right? Like if they drop a really good player, people are going to grind for it. It's what they're going to do. But you do need good stuff along the way to keep people motivated until you get there. Getting to the end target in the XP path is not enough. You need motivation points all the way through. And right now they don't have them. I'm going to go harder. Do the right thing according to EA. Max out all my credit cards and ruin my life so I can do it all again next year. They're a business, man. They're going to want all your money. It's how businesses work. Businesses want everything you've got, and it's their job to pull it from you. I don't think they did a good job of it this year. That, and I think the other season cards you got were good. So he's saying that Jack Eichel was good, and the other season cards were good as well. Yes, they were. And like he's saying here, the fact that you could swap them in and out by powering them down and powering them back up and not losing anything, that was a really good feature that I hope they keep. And I hope they keep these tokens attached to next season. They'll probably change the color scheme of them because they didn't have season 1 written on them. I'm assuming they'll change the color scheme of them and then you won't be able to use them. But I hope you can use them and transfer them into season 2 because I liked the way they did that. And those players were really good. I still got Jamie Drysdale on my team. Here's someone saying, except 100K for an 85 overall is not worth it. That there is going to be relative. 100K for an 85 overall, if that's what people are paying on the market, then that's what it's worth. You can't. This year's different with the slow progression and the bad rewards or the lower overall rewards they're giving us. That's inflated the price of cards. If you were sitting here last year at this time, you were looking at 80 overalls going for 1,000 coins, and now you've got 75 overalls going for 6,000 coins. It's relative to the demand. And right now the demand is people want 85 overalls. That's why they're 100K. So saying 185 overalls aren't worth 100K, I don't really know if I feel that way. It is worth what people are willing to pay. And we set the market, not EA. Okay, but let's get out of this one. Let's try to find another one. Oh, how could this one not be bad, right? And it Hut 25 versus Hut 24. Hi, all. Just got NHL 25, and Hut is 1,000% different. Correct. How does everyone feel about the game so far? This is going to be a good thread. How does everyone feel about the game so far? Personally, I really hate that it's only comp and the rewards are trash. The game feels extremely slow. Well, overalls are lower and you just transition from 24, so it would seem slow. And no one can move. Aston passing feels so off. Is it just me, or do I hate this version of Hut more than ever? Overalls are low, and progression is really slow, so your team's still really bad. And that's why everything, passing, shooting, skating, everything feels off. But yeah, this is definitely different. It's based on one XP path, making you play wild card for another set of rewards, moments and objectives needing to be a focal point, which to get that done, you need to play squad battles, even if you don't want to. And then rivals gives you nothing because you're getting everything done for the XP path and squad battles while you're doing your objectives. So like that is one thing that people aren't liking right now. And then champs is really sweaty when they give out really good players. I would love to know everyone's thoughts. Maybe it's because I just started and need to give it 2 weeks. Oh yeah, give it some time, feel it out, but go from there for sure. Feels like a grind more than ever. I disagree with this. A lot of people have been saying it feels like a grind more than ever this year, and I can't disagree with this more. I haven't felt the need to have to sit down and play 18 hours a day to get my 72 games done a week and do my moments and do my objectives. It has actually been a nicer, slower, more relaxing pace, but this is a grind more than ever. I don't feel like that one's a statement. You were not wrong. Game is slow. Overall, speed is down. You just spent months skating with 99 speed. Rewards are bad. Very correct. And the game is off. Very true. There's lots of problems with the game. But some people love the game. I'm one of them. But I do think more people don't like it than do like it. I'd be very curious to see how that is, because I feel like a lot of people want people to not like it, but I think people are not saying they like it when they like it, because the voice of the people that don't like it more is so much louder than the people that do. Is it worth keeping the game for Ishil and other stuff the game has to offer? Yeah, franchise mode took a massive overhaul. Go play that. Ishil, if you enjoy playing that, go play that. They just got a new arcade mode that's actually relaxing and enjoyable to play. Go play that indeed. Try other games. If you're not liking Hut, go play something else. The loudest voice you can have for a game you're not liking is not playing the game. Like it's not commenting, it's not being vocal about it, it's not telling people how much you don't like the game. The biggest opinion, the biggest voice that will be heard is you just not playing the game. I'm ready to demand a refund. That'll never happen. The company will never do that. But I love where your head's at. What do you mean by game is slow? It was slow the first week, and then they've upped the game speed to last year's speed. But you're right about the rewards is terrible. The game still feels slow. Like the cards are slower than you just had, right? Like the cards are slower than we were just playing with. That's all he means. He just got to 25. He's coming from 24, and the players feel really slow. That's all he means. And then the rewards are terrible. Yeah, we know that. That's going to be all over the place. You definitely have multiple ways to play against real people instead of the CPU. Wildcard, rivals, and champs. Unfortunately, they're all very sweaty. Your primary source of fodder is moments and the reward path. Yes, correct. But moments don't contribute to the XP path. Big problem. Big problem. Everything in moments should be in the XP path, and then the reward for completing a moment should be XP. That's it. When you get a moment done, you get XP. It boosts up your XP path, and eventually you'll get that thing there. Like Panarin should have been in the XP path, and if you did enough stuff, you got him. But if you didn't want to do the moments, you could just continue working on the XP path the way you want, and you'll eventually get Panarin. They need to do something about rewards being behind moments. Would be nice to have moments or XP to earn in the rewards. Yes, it would be nice if you just earned XP and the rewards at moments just went to the XP path and you got to play the way you wanted. Whether the rewards take longer to earn through XP, which is fine. Instead of having 60 levels of XP, have 100 levels of XP, but through the course of the entire season, you're getting the stuff in moments in XP and you're just earning XP in moments. Now, they probably fear, now this is a big fear, they probably fear that people won't play moments if all you get is XP, because moments are tedious and boring and not enjoyable to play. And the way that they get you to play moments that you don't, or the way they get you to play games that you don't want to play, we've seen this with Hut Rush, is they just fill it with stuff you need and then you go and play it. Instead of making it better, they fill it with stuff you need. And that's, if they took the rewards out of moments and they only put XP in there, their fear would be that nobody played moments. If you are already complaining, just move on to a different game. Yes. Yes, again, the loudest voice you have is not playing the game you don't like. How do we prevent cross net one-timers? Oh, here we go. There's only 2 comments on this one. It's been there for 8 hours. So I would almost like to bet that either one, people just don't care anymore and they're done talking about one-timers, or 2, it just got skipped over. But hey, I used to be in Division 5. Now I got higher. But we'll be down soon, and all they do is cross net one-timers. I think he's actually talking about cross creases here, or swirling around in the zone. Yeah, brother, that's just you went up into a higher division. If you think going up from 5 to 4 is, annoying, when you get up to 3 and 2, it's super discouraging how it's played up there, but it's how you have to play to win games. How do I prevent this? Cross creases is something that everyone's been looking for a way to prevent for a long time. Pucks just get through. It happens. You can try blocking, laying your stick down on the ice, laying your body down on the ice and blocking it. But yeah, cross creases are a nemesis of a lot of people. Cover the open man. That's why I love Reddit. It's lame, but just sit onto a forward and sit on top of the offside D-man, waiting for your opponent to try and force the pass through, eventually taking a shot or turning the puck over. Defense is all patience, man. Like, people hate it, and people will comment big time if you skill zone them or if you don't attack them when you're playing defense, and that's because they need you to make a mistake so they can counter your mistake with an open spot to score on. People don't like it when you're patient on defense. They'll be very vocal and they'll try to opinionate, or they'll try to make an opinion on how you should attack them on defense instead of them being the aggressor on offense. And if you just be patient, you take your time and you make the appropriate plays, like sitting in the slot, blocking shots and intercepting D to D 1-Ts or blocking cross creases, you will get a frustrated opponent that'll make more mistakes than you and you'll win more games. But don't let somebody bully you in messages in trying to make you be an aggressive defensive player, because you're just going to make mistakes and give them empty spots to score in. Okay, now we got a guy saying the life after Eichel, right? Now we got a guy here saying the grind is done. Let's see what people got. The grind is never over, pal. True. Just true. I got Eichel, and X Factor McDavid is this week. I feel like mission accomplished. On to 99 now. I hope 99 Hut never comes. But I think he's talking about Wayne Gretzky. I hope 99 Hut never comes. I dislike 99 Hut very much so. I think Hut is perfect at 94 and less, but we like the accomplishment of getting a 99 overall team. I think he's talking about Gretzky here, though, and he'll love Gretzky. It is for this season. Don't know. We'll move on. I'm at level 56. Do you think I'll make it? Yeah, you'll make it. You'll make it. That was 23 hours ago. If you've actually put in a good effort to get done, in 23 hours, you probably got yourself another level, maybe 2. So you're 2 levels away. You'll make it for sure. I am likely to miss it since I took about 2-week break. Well, you can still try to catch up on your weekly XP bonuses and your objectives. That might help you close the gap a little bit if you haven't already done it. I'll hit 59 tonight with 16 hours left. He's definitely getting it. I grinded Friday and Saturday to put me in that spot. I can take a deep breath now. Yeah, knowing that you're just going to drift to the last week. And don't stress yourself out about the bonuses. They're not worth it. Yep, I even missed an entire week and I still made him in time. There you go. Like, he still missed a week. Like, he took a complete week off of this game. If you took a complete week off of a game last year, you lost out on a multiple amount of packs. You lost out on champs rewards. You lost out on rivals rewards. You lost out on squad battle rewards. You lost out on everything that you couldn't get back. This guy took a week off and he didn't fall behind one bit. How nice is that? What? An online versus gameplay? That could be interesting. In my opinion, if EA just matched Hut gameplay to online versus, I've heard a lot of people switching to versus, this game would actually be great. Gameplay strictly, of course, the rest of Hut packs and experience issue would still need to be fixed. I think people are liking the progression a little bit more than people are thinking they're liking it. After 50-ish games of each, online versus feels great. Don't feel the ice tilt and the DDA ever. Goalies are making saves, etc. Before, I thought it may be due to the Hut being on the server, and online versus being peer-to-peer, but now it's obvious there are other factors changing. I mean, peer-to-peer and server-based is massively different hockey. Massively different hockey. And then what's this guy to say? Versus uses peer-to-peer internet since there are no rewards for ranking associated with it. No upside to causing disconnection. Hut is a server-based for the reasons like he was just saying for disconnection. Disconnection used to be a massive problem. I think they could probably deal with it now if they went back to peer-to-peer, but it's still a risk and they don't want to deal with that. There is no DDA. I love that statement. There is no programmed ice tilt. I love that statement as well. I think the way this is all worded out now, I think this might be somebody that works at EA. The way that this is all worded out. This is definitely somebody that that works at EA, because like they laid it out perfectly that one, versus is peer-to-peer, and two, they gave the reason why it's peer-to-peer and why Hut isn't, and then they, DDA and ice tilt. This is exactly the same as queuing up for a new shoe release. Okay, guys, the one thing I'm going to say is I think Reddit's getting soft. I'm going to have to look, and I'm going to look even more for more Reddit stuff I can find, and I will put a second part out. But as of right now, my initial opinion of Reddit is they are getting soft. Reddit used to be very vocal about how they felt, and they would, be a little more fun with it. But this time, at least now, just going through today, it seems like Reddit has gotten very soft. Or are people enjoying the game? Maybe people aren't as vocal about how bad the game is because the XP path, the weekly competitives are okay. The lack of how much you have to play is okay. And maybe people are just enjoying it. Or, maybe Reddit just got soft. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Leave in the comment section down below if there was anything in there that you want to weigh in on, because I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But hey, thanks for watching. Till next time. Ciao, ciao.